be fair though, those are pretty good numbers. Like if you think about it, like there was.
I'd kill for those numbers.
At least there was 100,000 people willing to try your game. Now, if it's
Right.
garbage or good, that's up to you. That's your fault, right? As a developer, like if your game can't hold it, well, you overlooked something or many somethings. But I was gonna say, like for example, when that trailer launched, I was like, dude, this looks like budget Guardians of the Galaxy. Like
Precisely.
nobody wants to play this.
Mhm.
That was my first response. And then I think it was the same event that showed the Armored Core trailer, and I'm screaming so loud I had to get a new microphone. Like that's just like
When they showed Concord, they then showed also the Marvel Rivals, which looked like a better version with characters that I know and would love to maybe play as. So I was like, in the same showcase, it was like, hey, you like this? Hey, do you want something better? It's like, okay, like, wait a minute, are y'all competing now? But go ahead.
but there's like a level of like things that the community wants, like gamers, and it's like here or whatnot. We'll just say it's like here, and then the developers are like, oh, they like this. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this, and they like go completely off into left field and do whatever the heck they want, which is good. I want developers to do whatever the heck they want, but it's when it looks like it's done by committee. Like for example, Highgard. It's like, oh, people like guns, so we're gonna make a shooting game because shooting games are popular. Yeah, okay. People also like swords, so we're gonna throw in some swords. And you know what they also like? They like Thor, so we're gonna make it like fantasy, and then we're gonna do magic. And oh, you know what else people like? Horses. You know what else people like? Alterac Battlefield from World of Warcraft. We're gonna do that, and then we're also gonna do this. Oh, Minecraft. We need to have ore. It just like. It didn't feel like someone.
Too many systems.
Yeah, there wasn't one person who's like, "Hey guys, I want to make this hyper-specific type of game for this hyper-specific type of player." No, they were like, "Hey, we're just gonna pick a bunch of shit that everyone likes and loosely base it off of like hero shooters and like Overwatch, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna do it. And because we worked on cool stuff in the past, everyone's gonna eat it up. Just gonna eat it up."
Okay, to be fair, you can see like those experiences that the developers have come through in like the movement, some of the gunplay. It felt familiar. It's just the overall delivery is just so wonky and awkward, and with that, like I said, that one match, I was on voice chat, which I never do with games, and the other guy playing with me, it was also his first match playing, and he was like, "I don't know what to do," you know. And so it's like when you have a tutorial, a forced tutorial, and you still have people running around going, "We don't know what to do." I mean, that kind of sums it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was just too much ambition. Maybe, I don't know.
It was not focused. That's
Well,
the problem.
Go ahead.
I want to piggyback a little bit on what Scrag was saying too, because it's like I really did not appreciate industry people getting in front of this game and almost trying to like take up for it as if it did something that's worthy of defense. Like it felt so derivative and it felt so opportunistic. It's like they formed in like what, 2021. So many of these games are coming out because of COVID. Like they saw the surge of numbers in live service games during COVID, and everybody suddenly decided they were going to make their version of Fortnite. And it's like, listen, y'all wanted to get the bag. I respect that. But the name of the game is derivative. The gameplay itself is derivative. It's like, and it came missing like quality of life features. It wasn't very optimized. It seems like you really wanted to push this out, and like you knew there was going to be a drought at the beginning of the year. Don't sit in front of this game and act like this is a representation of what passion, like innovative, really forward-thinking developers, like it's like, oh, they took a risk. It's like, but did they? Like what Scrag says, I kept saying it felt very corporate and calculated. This feels like something like a boardroom came up with. Like, oh yeah, look at all these things games are doing, let's do that too. And when you name it Highgard, which is literally a synonym of Overwatch, I don't see evidence of like this passion and this innovation. It just absolutely feels like derivative live service opportunism, which, look, I get it. A lot of games are making good money, but there's also a graveyard of dead ones as well. And I don't think we owe these games anything. We don't owe them our time. We don't owe them our attention. Especially if this is what you're bringing to the table. I really feel like the industry's misfiring here. This is not the game I would stand in front of or hold up as like a paragon of innovation and risk taking.
And to juxtapose it with the live service fatigue, then you see games like Arc Raiders that really do come out and really can continue to grow and find success. And I think that's essentially something that's like very, very important. I heard this today, and I don't know if it ends up being true. So maybe you guys have, whether you've heard it or not, but one of the things that when I was watching the reveal, they're like, oh, we got a new mount type coming. I was like, oh, they added mounts so they could sell you something, because it's like they have to make money. But then somebody was saying is that they originally designed it with like 8 teams of 3, like as a part of the map. So like if you look at it in terms of that, that might have been something where it was semi-unique, in which that you have more conflict earlier on, but being that they then pivoted and just went with 2 teams of 3, you have these giant maps that you need mounts, that nothing happens until he's halfway through the match. And I think it was even on your stream, Lona, that you reacted. You were like, they said in the thing, like, matches might go 8 minutes or 30 minutes. And you were like, 38 minutes? What the hell? Like, who's got time for that? Like, oh man, I'm going to sit down and play a game. How quick is this? It's like with other kind of games, generally you have a good expectation. Like if I'm like, oh, I know I've got 15 minutes, maybe I can get around in at Call of Duty or Halo. And yeah, that was fun. But I was like, oh, good Lord, imagine trying to hop in and then this thing's just not going long. The people aren't playing the objectives. That's one of the things that always like annoys me, is that when you get a team death match people in an objective match and you're like, we're not going to win this. Like, sure, nobody's going to win this one.
Well, and how trusting were they in the quality of the game to think that, like, if you've ever interacted with people who play these types of games, like PvP games, you're basically playing, like, you're looking for loot and resources. Then you're kind of playing a game of CTF for the sword. Then you're playing search and destroy. It's like, if you know anything about people who play these types of games, they tend to gravitate to like one mode, and you put like multiple modes in one game. That's a lot of rough edges and friction for a player to just love every second of it. So like if you hate the CTF portion of the game, you're never going to like this game. If you don't like the search and destroy portion, you're not going to like this game. Like that is just seemingly very out of touch with how these types of people play these types of games. Man, oh man, the hubris to think like, oh yeah, we put all these modes into one mode and people are going to love it. I'm like, historically, that's just not how gamers like this tend to play games.
Well, even like with the time thing, right? Like it could be 8 minutes or it could be 45 minutes. It's like, cool. Like Arc Raiders, I can go for 45 minutes too with a certain map condition, which actually I think it's only 30 now. But I can go up to 30 minutes in Arc Raiders, like cool. But also if I have to take a shit, I can tell my teammates, hey, I have to take a shit. Can we leave? And we can leave. But in a game like that where it's 3v3 and there's like no option, which this sounds like a really weird specific take, but like legitimately if in a 3v3 game, I would feel so bad if I'm like, hey guys, I have to go. Like I don't right. Like not even to take a shit, just like I have to go, like whatever reason, like I have to go get a drink or I have to go make dinner or I have
if
to
anybody's seen my streams, it's like there's sometimes where it's like, all right, I got 30 minutes of game time followed by 5 minutes of having to keep stepping away every 5 minutes to handle something because a kid skinned their knee, etc. It's like, oh yeah,
but if it were like 5v5 or even like 6v6 or like they were saying 8 teams of 3, then I wouldn't feel as bad to have to go do something for a couple minutes,
right? Because you're not knocking out 33% of like the potential damage output that your team is bringing. You're like, hey, I'm going to put you at a severe disadvantage in this match. Might as well all just quit. So everybody's just, moving on from it.